don't sing like this.
Right.
You can strain your vocal cords like that. If you sing like this, especially if you're like, I should not do it, but
Don't damage yourself.
I know, right? Also singing like this, bad.
Yeah,
You just
also
gotta-
triple chins if you're me, so.
Right?
You grew up in an extremely musical family, mum, dad,
Oh, yeah.
brothers, all musical, and of course your brother.
Yeah.
What were family holidays like? Were you like the kids in the car that were like constantly singing? Because that's what I have in my head.
Yo, okay, so you know like commercials for like, I don't know, a car?
Sure.
Like sometimes it's like filming in a car and it's a family and someone's like, and then like the rest of the family like starts like, yeah, hey, you know, it's like, and it keeps going and then people start singing and then people put harmonies and it's like, that's unrealistic. That's like my whole family is like that. Like that's how it's been.
Like you're living in an animated movie.
Yo, dead ass, that's what it's like. I mean, my friends even have said that since I was little. They're like, this is like weird. Like, I've never seen this before. You know, it's it's pretty funky.
I'm home alone, you got no sweat.
And I mean, we were homeschooled. You know, we got to do what we wanted.
Giving you all you wanted more, giving you every piece of me. I don't want, never can afford.
Do you have friends that went to normal school as well?
All my friends go to normal schools.
What do they think about what's happened to you since? Like, how are they reacting and how are they dealing with their friend who's now traveling the world, playing festivals?
Well, I think what a lot of people, not just my friends and people I know, think is that they don't really realize that it's my job. You know, it's just because I'm 16 and, you know, it's not like a job at a desk in some office somewhere. It's still my job and I still have to work for it. Because they just don't put those together. It's like, oh, this is just some fun thing that that you don't have to work at all and you just have to, blah. I'm like, bro.
I'll sit and watch your car burn with the fire that you started in me, but you never came back to ask it.
You have a tendency to writing character. Where does that start? Like, where did that begin for you?
Ooh, I think it started with like bellyache.
Now I got a bellyache.
Which is written in the point of view of like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to go ahead and assume that you are not.
No, I'm not.
Hey, if you want to be a serial killer on the show, please do.
You know, I'm not, but
It's in the gutter where I left my lover. What in the sunset?
like the way that was written, we were sitting in our garage.
Ready?
Yeah. Are you?
Maybe.
I was like sitting all alone, mouthful of gum in the driveway. We were like, where's this going? I have no idea. And my brother was like, my friends aren't far in the back of my car. Are their bodies? Like, you in a car with your friends, you know, just like cruising down the street. But then I was like, no, lay their bodies. Like, we just killed them. Now they're dead in the back of our car. And that's kind of like where it blossomed, sort of. So we're like, okay, now we're a serial killer, a psychopath. It's just,
So it's like that moment where stream of consciousness starts to coalesce into like an idea and you get yourself into the headspace.
It almost makes songwriting kind of easier to start, you know, because if you just want to write a song without any sort of boundaries or lines, there's so many things you can do, and it's like, almost when there's too many things, you don't want to do any of them. And
Yeah,
when
you need
there's,
those
like,
boundaries.
Yeah, when there's less, it's like, oh, you know, like I've even written a song about somebody, about me, from the point of view of someone I hurt.
Why did you do that? Is there something cathartic that you get from doing that?
I do it because it opens my eyes, really.
I've been watching you for some time.
I've never met myself, you've never met yourself, so how can you know what other people think of you if you don't really like try to put yourself in their place?
Because you wait for them to tweet about it.
Exactly, exactly.
But I'm curious about what you learned about yourself in that process.
Well, that one particularly was actually really hard to write because it was about, you know, my actions being taken wrong and hurting someone, and I think I started writing it because it wasn't really my place to go back into that person's life and, you know, be like, I'm sorry for this and I hope we can be friends, and because I feel like once you've hurt someone enough, you don't deserve to get back into their life anyway. You can say sorry all you want, but I think, you know, just backing up and being like, I'm sorry, I'm gone. You know what I mean? Just going away. And I think the only way that I coped with that was writing about myself and trying to improve, sort of. It's like, it's better to leave you alone.
Lips meet teeth and tongue. My heart skips 8 beats at once. If we were meant to
At this stage of your career, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that 100% of the interviews you've done at some point have brought up your age. And I'm wondering, are you looking forward to a time when the conversations with Billie Eilish stop being about how old you are?
I've never thought about it.
Really?
I don't know, I guess it's pretty annoying. It's also because, like, I can't really, I'm so young, I can't, like, do anything. Like, I can't.
It's better here. Here, everything caps off at 18.
I know.
I'm so sorry about your 21-year-old drinking age. Actually, so how do you deal with that, right? Because a huge chunk of your audience is young, it's your age, and you are out playing festivals which are over 18.
It
so
sucks.
So what do you guys do about it?
It sucks. I hate it. Like, I just think it's so stupid. It's like, I love playing the shows I'm playing, and I love performing no matter what, but it's like, if I wanted to go to this festival, 18 and over, I wouldn't be able to go, you know? I can't even go. They won't even let me in the audience, and I'm playing the festival.
How does that work restriction-wise? Like when you walk in to the green room up to the stage, do you have any freedom to move around outside of that?
No.
That's really...
I stay in there, and if I don't want to be in there, that's too bad. I have to stay in there anyway. It's like, I can watch from backstage, which is fine, but it's like, I'm always the one at festivals and shows, like, right at the front, like moshing and stuff. So to limit me to not be able to do that sucks. And it's like, young fans, they're the ones that care the most because they have more caring in them than older people who've lost all of that. You know what I mean? Like when you're, that's crazy, I just realized that. When you're young, you haven't like wasted all your love yet.
Yeah, you're full.
You're full of love.
Billie Eilish, you were an absolute pleasure to talk to.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your tour. Don't damage your voice.
You too, what the heck? Don't do this, don't do that.
And none of that.
Right here,
Yeah,
there it
see?
is.
Tips. Tips.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice
Thanks
to
so
meet
much.
you too.